Hello everyone, it's Bernina Jeff. I'm also creating the handle of Jeff. So when I do a video that doesn't have a whole lot to do with Bernina, it will be Jeff, and it can be referenced also by just searching Bernina Jeff. Anyway, today I have a new invention. I've been working on this invention for about 2 months. I had it ready right away, but I wanted to have it prototyped. So my little helpers gave me extra ideas on how to make this invention even better. So this invention has to do with putting fabric into a hoop, quilt, or something that is a little harder to get into your hoop and get it to be set in there. So we're going to call it the hoop helper. And it will come to you like this. You need to take the paper off, so you'll just tear this paper off to begin with, because you need it to be clear to work properly. If your paper's stubborn, I found that if you take a piece of tape, put it on the paper, sometimes you can get that edge up and get it started. So you got to poke at that edge a little bit, get all that paper off, and then you're going to have a nice clear hoop helper to work with. It's made this way on purpose. There's 2 ways you can purchase it. You can purchase it in this large version where you get the large helper outside and the small helper inside, or you can just buy the small helper, which is this part that works up to a 6x10 hoop. So I'm going to demonstrate how it works, and you're going to want to have one of these. If you've ever been trying to hoop a quilt, or if you're trying to hoop apple stick, a sticky stabilizer, that paper is really hard, and you end up pushing and pushing, and before you know it, your thumbs are tired, your hands are tired. You get one side of the hoop on and the other side pops out. So you don't want, this to happen, and then you're pushing, and then you push here and this side pops out. So this hoop helper eliminates that and eliminates the strain of your thumb when you're pushing it on. So I'm going to show you how it's going to work here. We're going to do with the smaller one. This is a oval by Bernina hoop. You want to make sure the hoop's open enough, about 1/4 inch. If it's closed, it doesn't matter how good your helper is, it's not going to pop this front in. So the design of this is you put your outer hoop down, you put your project in there, and you put the inner hoop down and push it together. Well, this little guy gives you an area to push on to where it's not popping out. The idea of this design came from a gal. Her name is Jan. She's 82 years old and still embroidering. She just had purchased a new embroidery machine and had troubles getting that together, so she grabbed her laptop, popped it on there, and it worked well. So she came in with a piece of the plexiglass that we use and said, "Jeff, you got to try this out." So she gave me the idea, and she gave me the go-ahead to go ahead and make this hoop helper and help distribute it. I'm going to give her a little bit of money backs on this, depending upon how well it sells. And we were going to call it a Jan Jammer, but it just didn't really pertain to the hoops. So it's going to be a hoop helper. It's also going to be made in the United States. It's made right here in Fruita, Colorado. I also have gone in partners with So Steady in Oregon. So Steady is going to be selling this product too. But I'd rather have you buy it from me because I get the full markup on it. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to take our outer hoop, get it on the table, and I'm going to show you 4 things today, and they're all made in the United States. And I think if you're an embroiderer, they are the best gadgets. The thing we put down first is this hoop mat. This hoop mat's by Dime, and it's a silicone, and it sticks. So when you put your outer hoop down, you don't have to go chase it around your table. This right here is going to help you find that outer hoop underneath your project. So that comes in a product like this. It is 16x22, so it fits most of your larger hoops, and it is a wonderful product. It's not that expensive, and when I show it, I sell dozens, and everybody's loved it. So we're going to have our hoop there. Now, let's say we want to edge-to-edge quilt this, and I've got some quilting going on, and I see that I need some quilting in this area. So I'm kind of feeling underneath there, and I put my inner hoop in, and I could push with my thumbs, and What I'm going to do now is just kind of get it close, kind of push up there, and this guy will kind of line up. You still have to line it up a little bit. Okay. And push down. There it's in. That hoop helper, look at that. It's tight enough. Now I can swing it over here to the edge of the table and tighten it up a little more. And if I have arthritis hurting on my thumb today, I have this screw key-do or this hoop key-do. Not a screw, it's a hoop key-do, and it has just the right size. I put it on that hoop screw and tighten it down. Now that will never pop out. Even if the fabric tries to pull as I'm embroidering, whatever, it's going to stay in there. So that's another really great gadget or tool if you do a lot of embroidering. Hoop key-do. I have one for a brother or baby lock too. I'm going to show you here in a minute. So that is how this smaller hoop helper works. And you can buy them together as one price or individually. Now I'm going to take this off. I can push pretty hard there. Now I'm going to show you how the unit works on a, oh, I forgot my baby lock hoop. We're going to do it on the large version of this, and it has this little slot cut out here. When you have a larger Bernina hoop, they have this crank on it, and this is what my prototype people said. You need some way to make the bigger Bernina hoops work, like the jumbo hoop, the maxi hoop, the midi hoop, have this guy. So you unlatch that, it gives you the pre-open there. We can put it underneath our project, line up our area where we want it, and it's clear so we can see where we want it. Now, take the large part of our hoop helper, put it over that knob right there. See, that slot fits right over the knob. Let's put the inside part of the hoop on first. So we're just kind of lining that up in there, because you can line that up in there and you got to hold it down while you crank it. So now we got this area there. And this little slot helps you kind of line up that inner hoop. Pop, it's in there. Now I can reach through there and kind of give it a little bit of twist to start it with. Oops, popped out. But because this hoop helper has a lot of pressure, you can pop it right in there. Whoops. It is needing to be released. It popped out before I had a chance. But it does really work well. Works better than your hands. Okay, so now that's popped in there. It's actually pretty tight. I can reach underneath here, clamp it tight. So that's how this large section works. And it'll work up to the largest hoops out there right now. So one more, we're going to do the large baby lock or brother hoop. This one's 16 by something. And we're going to put it on our hoop mat by dime. Now this guy, I'm not 100% sure if I like this particular system on the hoop, because by the time I get my project on there, it's closed the latch. So you got to make sure this latch is pointing towards you, because that closes it up. Now I line that guy up. Yeah, this one is 11 by 16 roughly. Line that top up a little bit and put my hoop helper on there and pop it down. And by having an area to push on, it is in there. Now I can reach underneath here and push that guy over, and that large hoop is attached all the way around. So there is a hoop screwdriver for the brother and baby lock hoop screws. So this hoop screw over here on the end, you put that driver on there and then you can tighten it up. So I really love this driver, made in USA. That one's made in USA. So I sell quite a few of these when I do my embroidery 101. So hoop helper, the largest one, you'll find the price on my Shopify account. I don't want to put a price on this YouTube because it could change over the years. So the largest one includes shipping. The smaller one Does not include shipping, but if you add extra product to it, you can get to free shipping at $50 or more on my Shopify account. And that Shopify account is bernina-jeff.myshopify.com. You can call the store and order them directly, and that is 970-256-1293. Call after 9:30 Colorado time. Or you can email me at jpvlefty@aol.com. All this information is going to be down in the description of the YouTube video, and this will really help out your embroidering when you're dealing with difficult hooping items. Anything that's a stiff product or a thick product, this will help you out a lot. Thank you very much.